Fight!
Alright, so what's going on, guys? Tito getting back on the mic once again, and today I'm coming at you with another anime like and dislike. Now, I just got finished watching YuYu Hakusho's second to last arc. I'm on the Three Kings arc right now, and I'm pretty sure much isn't gonna change. Since this arc, from what I've read and from what I've heard, really isn't that great anyways, but I'm still gonna watch it, and I'm still gonna go ahead and form my opinions on the actual ending, and I'll probably bring that up in a separate video. But for right now, since I pretty much watched almost all of the show, and I only have like 16 episodes, but I'm not gonna get around to them until about maybe a week later, so I wanted to go ahead and make this video since I pretty much know what I'm talking about. I pretty much have seen the entire series. I'm not going to be talking about the ending since, of course, I don't know the ending to the entire series, but the individual arcs themselves have given me enough information since we've gotten past the three main arcs. This last arc, the Three Kings arc, really isn't anything major, but I ran it on long enough. Let's get into this list. So we're going to be, in this video, this is going to be the 4 likes, and then I'm going to have 4 dislikes. I tried to get 5, but I honestly couldn't think of 5 of each. Now, like I said in my Hunter x Hunter video, most of these anime don't get that many dislikes, but I'm not going to sit up here and say that I personally think that Hunter x Hunter is a better series than Yu Yu Hakusho. Do I think Yu Yu Hakusho is bad? No. It is one of the greatest that has ever been created. One of the greatest, in my opinion, that I've personally ever seen. I would place it in, if I had to say for any anime ever, I'd have to put it in top 20 status. I'd put Hunter x Hunter up there too. I might put Hunter x Hunter in top 10 greatest ever made. Like, that show is freaking amazing. This is about Yu Yu Hakusho, and we're going to be talking about the likes. And the next video will be the dislikes right after this one, but let's go ahead and get into it. So number 1, we're going to be talking about the plot, and we're going to be talking about the plot twist at the start. Now, if you guys, this isn't really a spoiler. I don't really care because he says it in the first few seconds of the first episode. Yusuke dies at the very beginning. Yusuke is the main character, and he dies in the very first episode. That caught me off guard. I'm like, whoa, what? And that's honestly what made me postpone the series for a while, until I recently got into it about a month ago, just dove right into it. But I was like, what? Like, that's a cool way to start off a series because I've never really seen anyone do that before. And it's not like, I know what you guys are thinking, well, plenty of shows and movies and books and stuff have done that, where they have him die and then go back and die. No. He actually dies, right? Like, and that's the beginning of his tale, not the end, the beginning. He dies. And I'm like, that's cool. And that him dying leads to a whole bunch of other stuff with his powers, with the people he meets, with what he can actually do, all of that stuff. He really didn't have to die, probably, to access that, but he did. And the fact that he did, you know, whatever. It just made for a good plot twist at the very beginning. Now, while we're on the subject of plot, my second is plot progression. Now, people say that the Dark Tournament and the, the Chapter Black Saga, since they're the longest in the series, really have kind of shady progression. And I really don't see that at all. I think they both get down to the point. They introduce the main villain. The Dark Tournament Saga, you already know the main villain from the saga before. And the Chapter Black Saga, they really get into who he is really quickly, and they get the plot moving. So plot progression in this show is amazing, in my opinion. I think it flows nicely. No arc overstays its welcome, because you would want the Dark Tournament to be the longest arc. You would want the Chapter Black Saga to be as long as it is once you get into it, maybe even a little longer. yeah, you would want that. You would want those arcs to be as long as they are. You probably want the Three Kings arc, from what I've seen so far, to be as short as it is. Like, the Spirit Detective Saga was fine. It was a perfect length, not too long. Got right to the point, just introduced the characters that we were going to be seeing from the series then on, and boom. You know what I'm saying? It got right to the plot, even set up the next arc. So that was good. That was great. Before I get into my next point, I want to go to my final fourth point that I have, and then come back to my third one. The soundtrack. I absolutely love this soundtrack, especially Yusuke's Rage theme. I don't know, man. This soundtrack, it captures epicness when it needs to capture epicness. It has like 2, 3, maybe 4 tracks that they really put in at the epic times. And while you're thinking, for 100+ episode series, that's not a lot. But you really don't need that many. Those 4 really capture the moment when they need to, and they know exactly how to put them into the scene, like how loud they need to be, how soft they need to be, and where they actually need to fit in the scene to make it as epic as possible. And when it's a happy scene, you feel happy. Like, the soundtrack accomplished that. So I gotta give the soundtrack a plus. Soundtrack is amazing. Now, for my final like that I'm gonna say the powers themselves of the characters. Each character, every character that is introduced in Yu Yu Hakusho has a unique power that makes them so much different from the next guy. Like, Yusuke has just regular spirit powers. Like, he has the regular spirit gun that really almost anyone could probably do if they trained. You know what I'm saying? His master Genkai can actually do it too. It's a simple power, but Yusuke and Genkai really make the most out of that power. And Genkai's spirit wave is amazing. It's something that can be used in multiple different ways. We actually saw that. I don't know if people caught on to that or not, but I did. Because in the Dark Tournament arc, I think she used it like 2 or 3 different ways. Maybe 3, I'm not sure, but I know in the Dark Tournament she did use it 2 completely different ways, and I actually caught on to that, and it was awesome. So one power can have a lot of different abilities. Like, Yusuke's spirit gun can do that as well. He can turn it into like a multi-bullet and stuff like that. Kuwabara's sword, that's awesome. What's it called? Kurama's Rose Whip. He having the Jagan Eye and being able to control the Dragon of the Darkness Flame and stuff like that. All of that. Even the villains have powers that are extraordinary. Like the Toguro brothers, older Toguro really can't die. Like, he can almost never die. And then it's like a younger Toguro, he just has a power buff. Like, that's all it really is extreme strength. But at the same time, that's cool, because it's like you don't really need a flashy power. You can just get something simple as super strength and be like one of the strongest people to ever live. It's just amazing what they actually do with their powers and the villains that they come across, and how they utilize spirit energy, demon energy, and even sacred energy, and how they really, use it to its fullest potential in the series with literally almost anything you can think of. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about Yu Yu Hakusho in the comment section down below. I'm about to go eat, and as soon as I get done eating, I'm gonna make my dislikes part, so it should be up right after this one. I'm gonna upload them pretty much at the same time. So yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.